Welcome to the Stellar Show, Fayette County TV, Channel 77, Q Colin Breeze Live, myself, Ken Philabaugh, minus the Duke, and Stellar's Collectible Shop inside the Uniontown Mall owner, Victor Mullick.
So what's new?
Where do we begin?
Let's begin by just throwing an ad out there real quick. Cheap Pop, September 19th and 20th here at the Uniontown Mall. There will be a card show. It's probably going to be 90% down in the old shoe department and Hallmark. We're going to fill up both of those probably quickly, so get a hold of me as fast as you can to reserve a table space. And what the overflow will be in is in the center of the mall. The Pack Attack will happen. It will be at Saturday at 1 o'clock. Everything else is going to be a good old-fashioned Uniontown Mall card show.
You know, he needs to do those Pack Attacks for grown-ups.
We did that, and people complained the stuff wasn't good enough. So
I did.
You
I had
can't give
fun
away
with it.
National Treasures for $50.
Well, hold on.
That's what we put up with. And
Yeah.
the kids love the way we do it, so we have it for the kids.
But you know what? Because we'll forget, it's been one of those weeks. Let's take care of the bills, and that is Mike Kelly Automotive. It isn't just about cars, it's about trust. With a wide range of vehicles and personalized service, we make your car buying experience easy and enjoyable. Come see why generations have chosen us for their automotive needs. Once again, thanks Mike Kelly. I've passed 2 Mike Kelly vehicles on my way from Brownsville to here, and that's as far as that conversation goes.
Nice. So what's going on in the world of sports? What's the thing that's bothering you or exciting you the most right now?
I'm happy with Aaron Rodgers.
Happy as can be there.
Yeah.
So the Steelers today extended Deshaun Elliott. I don't know if you were allegedly busy this morning.
Yeah,
might not have caught that.
Yeah, that didn't make final cut, I guess.
No candy bar there.
No, yeah, right. But I'll say this, you know what, though? That's a good move, but they still got to go get a real number 2.
Right now, you got $18 million to play with.
And that's enough to pull off either flipping a second or third round pick for one of these guys or whatever.
We're past the June 1st cut date, so anybody who was out there thinking that the Steelers were going to wait to see who got cut salary cap wise, nothing happened.
Well, let's be honest. The only guys getting cut at this point probably got arrested for something, so you probably don't want him anyway.
Where is he right now?
AB?
Yes.
He's still posting on social, but I
He's
think
in Iran.
I think they're. Oh, is he really?
That's what's the latest word is
So
AB is in
what-
Iran or Dubai.
He ran or he's in Iran?
In Iran, which is crazy with what's going on right now. Got
yeah.
the joke.
Good luck.
Yeah. God bless you, AB.
Yeah, right. I think it's just easier to keep your mouth shut and catch a football for $20 million a year.
He's a wanted man. I guess this ends the rumors that Rodgers and AB were going to unite here in Pittsburgh.
I don't think they were uniting. That's for.
But with the current free agent market that's out there, AB looks kind of good.
Even though he hasn't suited up for a few years. Well, he's looked good for the whole time, but it's just he's his own worst enemy. And I'm a
he's
fan
only
of
35, 36 years old.
Oh, no, he's got to be older than that.
honestly
You might be right about that.
I think he's 35, 36.
Where's showrunner Adam when you need him?
Ugh.
Oh, well, I got grown-up stuff to do. I have to work.
Finally got anyway. We'll discuss him later in the show when we got some Pirates stuff to talk about.
Yeah, so you know what? Before we go into Pirates and whatnot, I brought this back from Mean Dean.
Sorry I didn't make it, buddy.
Yeah, you missed a good time, which
I
we'll
really
cover
am mad
to start
about
off the next segment. So this here, not going to mention how good of a price there was on it because, look, these lights go on for a reason, so he's got to make money, folks, so be respectful of that. But this is a real nice picture
This is a nice one.
of Freiermuth catching a ball in the snow against Cleveland. So plus there was some other stuff which we'll get some pictures of and we'll get that spliced in that I picked up at the yard sale. But we'll pitch it to Dean after we come back after this. Stellar Show, Fayette County TV, Channel 77, Q Call Breeze Live. Myself, Ken Philabaugh, and Dean, or Mean Dean. Ha!
Whatever you call me.
No, you know what?
Scream it usually.
Yeah, but you know what? I want to do that whenever. That's only for Victor. So
okay.
Yeah. But hey, we're down here at the yard sale. This is the second year doing this?
First year, actually.
First? Okay, you did something similar last year, didn't you?
I mean, we do like clearance sales and auctions and stuff like that, but nothing like this.
Okay, no, there is nothing like this. So you got to check this out. You know what? I'm just going to let you lead. Because this is we'll show on the show what I picked up.
Yeah, so we've got some signage from the stadium over here. There was obviously a lot more, but a lot of stuff from COVID era. just stuff that they had to put up to try to keep people straight and everything like that. This signage here, this is a two-piecer. The Steelers logo goes on the other side there. Those used to be on top of the merchandise stands in the stadium. So whenever we had the little stands that they have that are built into the stadium, those used to be there. They replaced them with some new signage, so we got those. On over here, we had some non-regulated shoulder pads that we got from one of the departments. Youth football stopped using them, so like here's some shoulder pads, and they can't be used, but good for like mannequins, good for turning them into what you're going to do.
Oh yeah, Road Warrior Hawk.
Yeah.
But so these started off as Steelers shoulder pads?
No, these started off as they were just youth football. The department goes out and teaches kids football and like camps and stuff like that. They have them laying around for the kids to use. So that's when they became too old to use.
Gotcha.
They just kind of forked them over to us. We had the game used footballs. Holy crap!
This thing got cleaned out.
This thing got cleaned out. We've only got like 7 of these left. We were selling them at 75% off because these are a little bit older. So some from earlier this season actually got in here, but most from 22, 23. But that bin is about good, so I'm happy about that because then we can throw the rest of 2022 in there or 2024 in there. Yeah. Listen to me. 2024 in there.
It's all blurry.
Get it all.
Helmets.
These helmets were from rookie mini camp and tryouts. So these are relatively fresh to the world. Again, these are helmets that are deregulated. You can't use these. Well, the NFL says you can't use them. Let's put it that way. But
and the Aaron Rodgers helmets are not in here. Correct?
The Aaron Rodgers helmets are not in here.
Okay.
Absolutely not. We had a couple of pit guys. I know you're not a pit guy.
No.
But there were a couple pit guys that were in here. They're available. I don't know if they still are. Trey Sermon's helmet was in here.
I will say this.
Max Hurlman, who also got signed to the team. And Greg's new favorite player, what's his name? Lamonius Montana Craig. Yeah, his helmet was in there as well.
I might not be a pit guy, but I'll tell you what, this is a nice picture.
Yeah. So these suite photos, these came out of the suites. They changed the photos around. Back in the Heinz Field days, we had a bunch of these laying around. We had a great deal on them going. Buy more, save more, essentially on those. Just some helmet shells. Again, older helmet shells. Again, decertified for use, but something that you can make up pretty nicely and get signed or
nice
wear on Halloween or whatever. Equipment bags are always popular. People like to just use them for whatever. Some helmet bags here. We had a pretty nice selection of gloves and undergear and socks and cleats that we were marketing out to the kids for the high school football teams in the area. These are brand new cleats. We got in a ton of them left over from what the equipment team did not need anymore. They got new styles in. So we mainly we sent emails out to every single high school in the district and invited them down to get some cleats at an affordable price. $60 a pair for a pair of cleats that were made for an NFL team.
That's a steal. That really is.
Yeah. So
these face masks are fun because even though what I've done in the past is I'll get the player to sign the tag. Yeah. But if you find one of a player you like.
Yep. So some face masks used from last year. These were 75% off.
And
some more hand warmers.
These hand warmers, you know what? They're even good to use for yourself for as cold as they got. Definitely some of those December games. Yeah. Right.
Yeah. Some more socks, visors.
Same deal. Those are nice to get signatures on.
These are nice to get signatures on. I've seen somebody down in Washington get Joey Porter's signature on one of his visors. And it turned out very, very nice.
Should have been me. I have one that I need signed, but I couldn't make the show.
But again, 75% off. We had some leftover cleats also, some off. We didn't have very many of them, so we just kind of put those sizes out. We got some regular athletic shoes, and men's, and actually some ladies' athletic shoes, which people are like, "What are you doing with women's shoes?" I said, well, there are women that work for the team. There are women that work in departments. There are women trainers. There are women this and that. So, yeah, we had some women's shoes here. Something for everybody, really. Back here in the hall, we kind of had to change our plan midweek with the thought of rain. So we extended back into here. Team issued practice jerseys for $25. If you go to training camp, I think They're 75 at training camp, so we had a big deal on those. Also, a really nice deal on the Carl's Photos, 10 for the small, 15 for the big ones.
And yeah, Victor, you got a few coming.
Yeah. So, still got a whole mess of those. The thing a lot of people are chasing right now are these.
Yes.
A lot of people want these. These are the current practice jerseys. These are used.
Clearly.
So, yes, very much used. I think this one was Jack Coletto's from last year, just destroyed. He was the fullback. He was getting a lot of run last year. His jersey was destroyed. I think I still have.
You know, even though he was only here for a year, I mean, he is a potential Hall of Famer, Russell Wilson.
Yeah, we got a Russell Wilson here. I was able to match this one to practice on October 25th.
Wow.
Yeah, I was able to match this one.
That's a skill.
And, this one I matched rookie minicamp. It's really funny. Look at the seam. That seam's got like white thread there.
Yes, sir.
It's a dead ringer. The other one doesn't have it. It has it on the inside. This sleeve had it on the outside. It was a slam dunk match for that one. My guy, Justin Fields, I got one of his too.
Oh, yeah, you got one for the PC too?
For the OC, yeah.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, for me.
That's all right.
Used practice jerseys from the past as well. We had a nice 25% off sale on
So
50% off sale on
reading between
these.
the lines, those Will Howard stuff's going to be hard to come by this year, huh?
Will Howard, Jack Sawyer, I don't know if we'll have any of it.
What do we got going on here?
I have
with
no
this
idea.
thing? Okay.
That was in the stack of jerseys. That could be something that's one-off. It just accidentally came to us.
I'm just throwing this out there. Is it possibly a Pro Bowl?
I don't know.
Yeah,
Could be.
Just a guess. But
Some things that we found too with these team issued practice jerseys this year was, or a lot of people were asking, we had like single digit gold numbers.
oh,
Nike had sent the wrong
Gotcha.
mixture. So the goal's usually for defense. So
Yes.
there wouldn't be single digit
yeah.
defense
So you're
numbers.
yeah.
And there wouldn't be 90s in offense, but one year that the team ordered team issued jerseys, they flip flopped them. So they got a whole set, and the
Which
team
is why,
can't
like,
use them, and they didn't want to send them back. So they said, "Here, Dean, sell these." Yes, sir, absolutely.
Do my best, right?
Yeah, right. Retail jerseys from the guys that are gone were. This is a heck of a deal, really. $25. They were $49.99, and they were half off for a Russell Wilson, a Najee Harris, or a Justin Fields jersey. So that was a steal.
Once again, you know what? Like Harris is a common last name, so even though he's gone, if you know someone with a first or last name named Harris, there's a cheap Christmas present.
Yeah, or you can take off one of the twos and make it a Franco.
There's that too. Or yeah, get creative.
These were just
Team issues.
no. These were these are actually retail jerseys.
Oh,
We got
okay.
these from next door. They just had them like hiding in the back of their warehouse somewhere, and we're just selling them for $75 to get rid of them. A lot of guys from what would be this cut of jersey was 2012 and 2017. So guys from that era. There you go.
Oh yeah,
There's a good name for you.
yeah. Got a wicked right cross.
We also were doing 75% off our nameplates, our gloves, our towels, all that normal stuff.
Which I got some fun Joey Porter Jr. stuff here, which we'll show on the show.
We were doing some really low prices on the autograph stuff of the guys that are no longer here. Chase Claypool, Deontay Johnson, Najee Harris, Devin Bush, Kenny Pickett, Patrick Peterson. Some really, really low prices. Patrick Peterson, Reppers Football for $40. We've sold quite a few of those. Najee Harris, Authentic Football for $125. We've sold a few of those. Deontay Johnson, Mini Helmet for $45. We've sold a few of those.
You got some jerseys here.
Got some jerseys that we were selling for $75 each. Devin Bush, Chase Claypool, Najee Harris, Kenny Pickett, signed jerseys for $75 apiece. So that's a steal and a
It
half.
really is.
So
All right, man.
yeah. Other than that, I mean, we did have some banners that we were selling, some seat backs, some seat bottoms, and some terrible towel display cases.
So as we go close this up, we'll talk all day about it,
Right.
both of us. So is this a yearly thing?
We are talking about it.
Okay.
It's something that we are thinking about doing. There's some other things that we're thinking about doing, so just stay tuned on that.
So Victor, this is what you missed by sleeping in.
Yeah, and everybody else who decided not to come.
Yeah, you missed a good time. Thank you for your time.
Absolutely.
Yes, sir. We'll see you. Welcome back to the closing final segment of the Stellar Show here on Fayette County TV, Channel 77Q. Colin Breeze Live, myself, Ken Philibom. Stellar's Collectible Shop inside the Uniontown Mall owner, Victor Malik. minus the Duke, who's, you were asking about his agent.
Yeah, who is Duke's agent right now?
Clearly he's got a good one because he's getting paid for the day off.
Isn't that something?
Yeah, right. He's doing better than
We
us.
get nothing. Well, what we get is the
you know
benefit of
what it is Mike Kelly Automotive. They like Duke more than they like us.
It's obvious. I would too, though.
Fair enough. He is better looking.
But thanks again to Dean for the deal on this. Going to give you an idea of what's coming, and I can't wait to show you this framed. Go ahead, take that side
Absolutely.
and just roll it out.
This is cool. And you know what? The texture of this, too, is just...
There's just something about Steeler pictures in the snow that make
Absolutely.
it worth their weight in gold.
There's just something about scenes in the snow that's just worth their weight in gold, too.
Especially since we
Spoiler.
don't get any more around here. Nice.
I'll tell you what would be cool. Get Fryermuth to sign this.
Didn't you hang out with him up at Penn State?
Yes, sir. We are. We had a good time before
Penn
the
State.
Ohio State game. That's about the only good time that was had that day.
Yeah, these are the kind of things you can get at the Steeler yard sale. So next year, mark it down on your calendar and take a ride down there.
Yeah,
And
you get this frame.
some of this stuff.
You get this framed and matted, and me personally, I would love to see a signature on that. And you know what, Muth? You know what? He signed it at Dick's Sporting Goods recently. It was just free. So I mean, and you know what? He's been approachable at some of these things. Really
That's
good
'cause
dude.
he comes from Penn State.
We are.
There you go. Penn State again.
Yes, sir.
But so thanks again, Dean. And
Yeah.
for the other ones that are coming along, those
Yes,
Steeler
sir.
pictures, those are from the Steeler photographer, as
Yes,
he
sir.
explained to us last year at training camp.
And also in the
which
last segment.
You realize we're about a month away from training camp as
Oh,
we
can't
broadcast
wait.
here today.
You know what? It's fun.
So-
It's fun you mentioned training camp because they did. They're back to practices starting at 1:55, which I preferred those morning practices personally, just because I always factor those into my I'll call it my grown-up job. So catching those in the morning was a lot easier for me, but. They also know that one of the reasons I keep doing what I do is because they let me go to Steelers practices. So
Yeah, and
Talk
there's
about having a
just
good
no,
agent.
there is it's wonderful there.
Yes, sir.
PNC Park, speaking of which wonderful places, we got Super 2 is the 21st.
okay, so Bubba
So
Chandler
Bubba
the
Chandler.
22nd.
Well,
Maybe
the way
not
you look
till July.
at this is the thing where showrunner Adam owes me food.
Yes, sir.
So we got to make sure that we're there for Bubba Chandler.
Look, I'm going Saturday and Sunday. You're more than welcome either day. I got a bunch of tickets for both.
Would you throw him against DeGrom? Would you move Keller out to start him this weekend? You go to Milwaukee after that, then Detroit?
Let Keller take the lumps.
Or Detroit, then Milwaukee, then you come back against the Mets on the 25th. That's where the natural spot for him would be.
Keller has value to get a bat in exchange and could help this team next year. So maybe
You think there could be boy, the Pirates blew it on Devers. Oh, I don't
Where'd
know if
that
they
come
even
from?
made a phone call. Devers got traded to the
I
Giants.
saw that. That came out of nowhere. Yeah, right?
Pittsburgh. Imagine that lineup with Devers in it.
Yeah,
Could've given away
let's
some
be
stuff.
honest. This team is probably only one bat away. I really believe that. They got the right manager, that's for sure.
The frustration right now is you have the luxury of Bailey Falter and Heaney, Burrows, Skeens, and Keller. You could give up Bubba and probably get 2 bats in return.
I don't give up Bubba. I don't.
Keller's not going to get you 2 bats, though.
Keller can get you 1. Yeah. Okay, well, there's been talk of that. And the other thing, too, with Keller, look, you know what? You move, if you can get someone to take some of that money, that opens up keeping Cruz and extending Skeens sooner.
Understood that. That's why the Devers thing hurt so bad is the Pirates could have thrown Cabrian Hayes to Boston in that and taken some of the money off the books to pay someone like Devers.
Speaking of Boston, so there's a group out of Fenway that's in Boston, right? Well, I'm trying to get to trying to transition to the Mario thing. That
Yeah, God, you did a semi-decent job.
Yeah,
I get it.
it's been a long day, but go ahead. You mentioned
Get some
off air.
chocolate bars. You'll feel better. Get some energy.
I could use that.
There you go.
But you mentioned them off air. If you go ahead.
Yeah, right now the rumors are that Mario and Burkle are looking to get back in with the Penguins.
If Burkle's got more money than he's got brains, I could see this, which is possible. I just think that right now to buy back in, it's going to cost them more than what they sold for.
And
And
hockey is a sport you could lose your butt on.
Look,
It's not the bludgeoning, whatever the word is, Donnie, where you at when I need you.
right.
It's not the thing like football where each year it increases $500 million in value. The Stanley Cup playoffs are going on right now, and I ask you in the audience, who's winning the Stanley Cup playoffs? Most of you can't even answer who the two teams
Not
are,
the fans.
let alone. Florida's up 3-2 over Edmonton.
Yeah,
How many people are actually watching
at the
this?
time of filming?
So the
yeah.
romanticized Mario coming back and getting another player like. Things have to fall into your lap. Crosby doesn't fall into your lap. Malkin and Fleury.
Glad you
and
mentioned
Stahl.
Crosby. Look, as someone that watches the pricing of tickets, when Crosby's in the lineup and the Penguins are playing good, tickets are way above face value. When the Penguins are playing bad, they're okay if Crosby's in the lineup. If they're playing bad and Crosby's not in the lineup, you can get these tickets for like under $20. To where that's why a guy like Burkle and Mario buying back right now, I have a hard time unless they're being offered a discount for what they sold for. I'm just not buying it because the current group, like this would be the time to sell while you still have Crosby. Mm-hmm. But whoever's buying has to know that there's going to be a dip once Crosby eventually retires.
Are the Penguins worth $1 billion right now?
Probably not.
No.
I'm just guessing. I'm guessing probably under.
Because right now there was a thing I saw recently. The Dallas Cowboys are worth almost $9 billion.
Oh, yeah.
And
well, the Pirates are worth 3 or 4. It's not that the Penguins are bad. It's just the NHL brand itself is.
What
not.
it is right now you've just got too many sports taking up. So the funnel for what you watch, there's just too much stuff being dumped
Especially right
into
now.
it. How many people watched the U.S. Open this past weekend?
Not
and watched the crybabies swing their clubs, throw their clubs. I mean,
sorry,
golf did not look good this weekend.
You spent more time talking about it right there than I've cared about golf in my whole life.
But it's another avenue of entertainment that you throw into the
I'll
barrel.
take your word on it.
The NBA finals are on right now. Do you know who's in the NBA finals?
Pacers, and I would have lost.
Oklahoma City.
Thank you.
So you've got the NHL and the NBA finals going on. You had Oakmont this past weekend. You got the Pirates going on with what they're doing. It's just a lot.
Speaking of what we got going on, you got a line of customers that want to come through the door, and we got a pitch to Rise Wrestling. We'll see you next week.